Hello everyone, I am Manish Pandey and welcome back to the UiPath Document Understanding video series. In the previous video, you learned how to use Quick Start in Studio. Now in this video, we'll deep dive into modern project in UiPath Document Understanding. I will show you how to work with modern project. So let's start now. So this is UiPath Document Understanding portal. Let's say you are working in an accounts department and your job is to process the vendor invoices. You need to extract invoice number, invoice date, vendor name, vendor address, total amount, tax amount, and all the line items like descriptions, quantity, price, and line amounts. So, what you will do, you will create a modern project called invoice data extraction, and then it will guide you to upload the sample documents, label the fields that you want to extract, upload as much as training data to train your models, and then use that model for future documents of the same type. Now, to create a model, we need to go to this section, structured and semi-structured document. In this section, you'll see the option, one button called create project. Once we'll create a project, that project will be listed here. You will see here. You can see the existing projects here. Now let's click on create project. Now here it gives us two ways to create a project. First classic, second modern. What is the difference between classic and modern project? When should I use the classic project and when should I use modern project? Classic project gives you complete control over your document understanding model, how you train it, which AI model you use, export and import capabilities, and even consuming from different tenants. And this is the traditional and most powerful option. When to use? You can use it when you need advanced control over the data. You can use it when you are managing large scale DU steps. You can use this when you plan to use your own ML models. And to access the classic projects, you need to enable the AI Center because they are designed for advanced and manual control. An AI center is where all the training, deployment, and model lifecycle management happens. Now, modern project. A modern project is a guided, easy to use model builder. It is designed to build and train document extraction models step by step. It hides most of the complexity and focuses on speed and simplicity. It suggests fields and tells you how many documents to label, handles classifications and training automatically, and lets you use the model directly in Studio without needing AI Center. And to access modern project, you don't need AI Center. Now the term you see, guided model builder. That means you don't have to guess anything. This modern projects, this builder guides you through each step from uploading documents, labeling the fields, training, and publishing the models. Modern project is like having a coach that holds your hand at every stage and tells you what to do next. It shows you the recommendation like this way. It says that if you're working on invoice document, it can say invoice has insufficient samples. Add a minimum of 5 samples to train a model on the document type. You will get a notification like this. A recommendation like this, upload a minimum of 30 document samples. Currently, 0 documents have been uploaded. Once you upload one document, then it says that upload a minimum of 30 samples. Currently, one document have been uploaded. So each and every stage, it will guide you. It says that training not started. If you want to start the training, to initiate the training, please annotate the fields first and follow the recommendations. Now, it also asks you to upload more documents. So it says that invoice has too few samples. Add at least 150 documents for an optimal data size. It says that create a new document type. Currently you have less than two document types. If you are just create one document type, it will ask you to create one more, because if you want to train a document classification model, you need to create at least two document types. It will also recommend you for the empty fields, like remove the unnecessary fields from the schema. Currently, the following fields have no annotations available, like vendor VAT number, due date. It means from your documents, let's say you are processing invoice document, and whatever pre-trained document type that you are going to use, might be it has all the fields there, but in your documents, in your invoice document, that fields, those are not available. So you can remove those things from your schema, from your model. So it guides you this way. So let's create one project called invoice data extraction. We'll go with modern project. If you click on advanced, you need to choose OCR method. So we'll go with the default UiPath document OCR. We have list of available OCR method. Now API key, this is optional, this is auto populated. This is OCR URL. So based on the OCR method, it populates that URL. And here we have option to apply OCR on PDFs. If you set it auto, so automatically it will look into the document, and if OCR required, it will apply OCR. Else it will leave that. Or you can set it yes or no based on your document. Now let's create a project called invoice data extraction for the modern. Create it. Once you'll create it, it will redirect to a different page where you can see four section left side, build, which automatically opens here, which is the first step, measure, publish, and monitor. Build is where you add the document types, label the documents, classify the documents, etc. Measure, where you can track the performance, you can see the accuracy. Publish, so when you are done with the adding the document type, training and everything, then you can publish your project here. You can create a version, you can deploy that here. Even you can export the modern training dataset from here. Monitor, from here you can track the usage and feedback from the real-time processing. Let's start with the build. Now the first option you see, add document type. Here you see click to browse or drop sample document to upload. So if you don't want to create a document type here, you can click to browse and you can upload a sample document. Let's see that way. Let's say I'm going to upload a receipts. So once you'll upload that, it will move to the automatic classification, and then it will classify the document as a receipt, because here the document that we have uploaded is receipts. So it will classify that, it will apply the digitization and then apply the classification. So it has the automatic classifications here. Currently it's processing. Once it is processed, it will create a separate document type and move that document inside that. You see, it is receipts and the document is receipts.pdf. But we need to start with the invoice. So let's remove it. I will delete this document type as well. Okay. Now I will start with the adding the document type. Click on this. Here you see one window which says from the left side it supported the formats like PNG, JPG, PDF, TIFF files, and documents are automatically digitized and pre-annotated. For documents over 30 pages, only the first 30 pages are pre-annotated. Okay, got it? Now from here, you need to add the document type. By default, you see selected is custom. Once you click on the drop down, you see UiPath already provides a pre-built document types like invoice, receipts, purchase order, passports, pay slips, utility bills, W2, etc. And these available document types are called pre-trained document types. Now you see the document called custom. What is custom document type in modern project? And when should you use this document type? If you want to go with the list of available document types, you can select it and automatically the name is filled. But if your document that doesn't match any of these predefined document types like invoice, receipts, or purchase order, then you can select custom. So this is giving us option to go with the custom documents. Now, what is this custom documents? Custom document means anything that's not available in list here. We can say, for example, a boarding pass. So you will not see it from here. A hospital discharge summary, a legal contract, a courier delivery slip, appointment letter, etc. There are multiple documents you can see that is not available here. So for that, you can go with the custom. Let's say for the legal contract, you will select custom and you can type legal contract document type and you can start uploading the contracts here. You can create a model for that. And later on, you can consume that the model in your project. We are going to extract the data from the invoice document. So we have a separate type of documents that is of invoice document. So I will go with the invoice. So this invoice might be while training this model, they will have seen, this model has seen some other documents, other format of invoices. But in my case, my documents, my formats, this invoices are different. So I will modify this. I will select the document type this. And now it will allow me to train this model. Let's click on add. So it has the invoices. Now from here, we can add multiple document types. So one project can have multiple document type. Now once we'll create a document type, which is invoices, it says that no documents and this is empty. Here we have an option which is highlighted in the blue. It says that click here to upload more documents for invoice document type. Means we need to only upload invoice document type documents. And the supported file format is PNG, JPG, JPEG, PDF or TIFF files. To drop sample documents, we need to click to browse. And right side, you see there are two sections. As we can see the classification and extraction here, you see two sections, classification and extraction. So as I told you that this modern project is the guided model building project, which will give you the recommendations. So you can see the classification, it has two recommendations, and in the extraction, it has one recommendations. So it says that here you see invoices has insufficient samples because we have not uploaded. It says that add a minimum of 5 samples to train model on the document type. So if you want to train your model on this specific invoice document type, then you need to at least upload 5 documents. Here in the extraction, you see it says that upload a minimum of 30 document samples. Currently, 0 documents have been uploaded. Means first it says that for the specific document type, at least minimum 5 samples we need to train a model. UiPath guides us like a coach. It says that give me 5 documents so that I can get started. This is the minimum requirement. After that, it says that give me 30 documents so that I can work properly. So let's click on browse. We can start with the uploading the documents. So I have 30 documents here. I have one invoice. You see this invoice. We can show you the format, which is this one. Let's close this. This one, which is Bioplex. So click to browse. First, I will take 5 documents. Now it has uploaded here and it is processing. Now let's wait for complete this processing. Meanwhile, right side you can see here in the classification, it says that training not started. Yes, because currently we are just uploading the data. Now, first recommendation is for create new document type, which says that currently you have less than 2 document types. To train a document classification model, create at least 2 document types. This message appears when you are trying to train a document classification model in UiPath modern project, but you only have 1 document type in your project. But why do we need 2 document types? If I want to just go with the invoice document, let's say I want to automate my invoice process only. So why will I add multiple? Because classification is about choosing the correct document types out of multiple options. And UiPath is saying you only give me 1 document type. I need at least 2 document type to learn. Now you see here we have uploaded and now the status is available and the uploaded date and the document name. Here now you can see training not started. Why? If you click on that, it says that you need to annotate. To initiate the training process, please annotate the fields and follow the recommendations. So we need to click on annotate so that we can start the training. Let's click on annotate. Now here you need to label the fields. UiPath automatically highlighted and label the fields here. You can see right side. So it has the training and classification automatically done. Now for each documents, you see it has labeled that each fields. And based on this one, it has created the fields here. You see all the fields here based on the your documents. Right side you can see extraction fields. Means these are the fields data that will be extracted from your documents. So we need to annotate. How we can annotate? So let's say we can see we already have the vendor name which says this is one. Here we have option to confirm that if everything is correct. We'll verify this. Let's say vendor name, Bioplex, vendor address correct, billing name, this is also correct, billing address correct, shipping address, this is the shipping address. We can change it because we have two name here. So we'll change that by clicking this way. This is shipping address. Done. Once we'll start annotating, left side you see this icon, this logo that will be filled with the green once you are done with the operations. Okay, invoice number. Let's do one thing. We'll annotate this as well. Sorry, we'll annotate this as well. Invoice number 1, 2, 3. Purchase order number. You can see it from here. This is the purchase order number. You can confirm here. Now you see there are few fields which is actually not available in your documents. So we can delete it from our schema. Right? So what we'll do, for now, we will confirm this. Confirm. Once we'll confirm that, it says that this is completed. Annotation is completed. We'll go to the document type manager, we'll say. We'll go back to the build. We'll click on this 3 dot, go to document type manager. Now here we can see all the list of fields, which is extraction fields. And the second one is the classification fields, which is like currency. So which has the all the currencies like USD, INR, EUR, RON, GBP, all these things, which classify the currencies from your total amount, tax amount. There you will see the dollar, somewhere rupees based on your document. Here you see the types where you can see the base model, all the document types and the number of languages. We'll go to the extractions and now we'll delete which is not required. So I'll remove VAT, vendor VAT number, due date, discount amount, shipping charges, billing VAT number, shipping date, bank name. Now you can also check all this here which is not needed and you can remove at once. Okay. Now we'll click on this delete button. So 7 selected, deleted. Now we'll have the phrase one which is only needed based on our automations. Now we'll go to the tables and here you see a few documents, a few fields like descriptions. Yes, we need that. If you want to adjust this, you can adjust it as well based on your documents. So we have quantity, description, unit price and total. So we'll change the order, quantity, description, unit price and then line amount. Now there are a few more. We have purchase order, line numbers and part number. Line number is not needed. We don't need this customer purchase order number and the part number. We need only 4 fields in the table, 4 columns or 4 fields we can say. Now after that we need to save that. Now one more thing, from the documents, if you want to extract some other fields, you can add that field from here. We'll click on this and this field is created here. You just need to enter the name, the content type and then shortcut is already there. If you want to assign the separate shortcut key, you can assign it and the color also, and you can save it. I don't need it to create any. All these I can access here from here. You see for each field, extraction fields, we have the settings where you see the field ID, the post processing, scoring, multi-line, multi-value. These you can change it. Now let's save it. Okay, go back here, go to the training, annotate. So instead of this, you can also go with this. There's a this icon where you can click here to start annotating. Now here you saw that there was an option here where you can confirm all. So we'll click on this, the second one, because first one is already validated. We'll go with the second one and I will select confirm and next. So click on confirm, which will select all and which will confirm that. We'll go to the next. Same way we'll do for all. 5 out of 5, which is done. Go to the table and let's validate here from this document. This is correct. This is also correct. This is correct. Payment address is missing from here. We can delete this field. Okay. Let's check some other fields which is not required. Okay. Now it says that training in progress. We just now modified that document and now it says that training in progress. Let's go back, come to the main screen and wait for this status. If you want to delete the files, you can delete it from here. If by mistake you uploaded, or you can select it or you can delete it from here as well. If you want to delete the document type, you can click on this. You can delete the document type. You can delete all the files. Okay, now you see here the training completed and it says that poor and the project score is 47. So the project score tells you how complete and ready your project is for the training and deployment. So if you upload less document means less training, less learning for the model and less accuracy. So it says that this is 47 means this is poor. So the score, if it is between 0 to 49, it will show you poor here for this document type. If it is between 50 to 69, that is average. 70 to 89, then good. and 90 to 100, then it's excellent. So to train this model and make it excellent, you need to upload a few more documents so that it can learn it from the documents. For that, we need to click on upload, and let's upload 25 more. So earlier it was uploading, now it's uploaded, then processing, and after that it will be available for a status, right? And every time when you will make any changes to your document type, you will see the training has started, this processing, and then you will say training in progress. Now once these uploaded files status is available, then we can annotate again. Okay, now this has been uploaded and the status is available. Now we need to annotate again. Click on that, and as I have checked everything is correct, for now I will confirm and next. But in real scenario, you need to validate each and everything. You need to see if this is correct or not. So vendor name, this is correct. You need to go one by one for each document. You have to spend time. For now, I will consider this all are correct. Now you see, once we are starting with this, training of completing the training for each files, it is gradually changing this score. This is 63 now, and this is average. Okay, all these are now completed. So you see, for this one, it says that this is shipping address, but actually this is not shipping address. This is just a shipping, the customer name. So we'll delete this, right? We'll only take this one as a address. Okay, this is shipping address. This is billing name. So these both are billing name. We'll delete it and we'll say this is billing name. We'll remove two. Okay, we'll go to the table. Somewhere you see, for from the tables, let's see here, after this there is some issue. In this one you can see, after that this one we are getting this one, but the quantity is going to the next line. So what we can do, we'll take all here, we'll select all these. Let's do it this way. We'll select all and group into row, and you see this is now fixed. 10, this item fixed. Now for this one we'll do same thing, group into row. Correct, this is also fixed. For this one we'll select all, group into row. We'll not select any field here, automatically this will be selected here. And you can see here 10, the name is this one, 34.99, and this one. Now for this one we'll do the same thing. Correct, this is updated. This one we'll select this, done. Got it. So this way we have updated all this. So you need to train this way. Let's search few more. Let's validate if the tables are correct or not. Same way here, the first one we have an issue. 15 is in the second line, not here. So we'll select this way, group, and you see this is correct now. This way you will go and find out each fields where we have some issue. This one, right? So once you click on that, it will highlight that specific one. And once you'll start annotating, and then you see the training and the project score. So you start making the changes and the training in progress. It's considering that it is still training that. It is still learning. So training in progress. Now we'll fix this as well, and gradually it will change the project score. For now it's 70. Let's see one by one. Now for this one, it looks like there's an issue here. 16 number, this is unit price, this is correct. The predicted name is this, and here this is correct. Seems as not able to predict this one. So delete it for now, and we'll select it again. And now this is correct. Okay, so this way we'll correct that. Oh, it seems there is issue here only. This one is item quantity. We'll select item quantity, and let's select these, group into row. Yeah, so this is now fixed. Go to this one, select this. Since there is an issue here, unit price, delete it, select again, unit price, confirm. This one, we'll consider this as unit, not price, this is quantity. And now we'll do this way. We'll select these, group into row, and this is fixed. This way we'll go to the other one. Okay, so we fixed it. This will be item quantity, and for this one we'll select group into row. Let's see if we are able to do that. Yeah, this is done. For Selene, let's do it that way. Yeah, we did that. Again, we'll do for all this. Okay, for this one. Now you see the project score has been increased to 80%, which is now good. We'll increase this number by annotating the fields here. Let's change that. So means you see it was missing, but actually the records is available. So we have to fix it here. Otherwise, you will see the score poor. Now the last one, which is this one, again we'll select all, and automatically this will be marked into a row. So we'll not select any field, group into row. And this is correct now, right? This is done. We'll go to the next one. It says that good, which is like 70 to 89. So we have 80. The score is 80. Let's validate somewhere here. Okay, so this one is missing 25 number. This one. We'll select all, group into row. Okay. 15 number. This one. Group into row. This one. 15. For this one, we'll change it. Item description, which is correct. Unit price. Line amount. Okay, we'll select it. We'll select this. And we'll say item description, which is done. It has taken this way. Item description. Let's try to fix this way. Okay, this is done. This is 15 number. Okay, item description. We need to group this, and then we'll select all into a row. We'll do it this way. Then only we'll able to fix it. You will see here 26 number. Now this is fixed. For this one as well, we'll select it this way and we'll fix it. So you'll see 27 number is now will be fixed. Yeah, 27. This one 28. We have one amount missing. We'll select it. So this way you can annotate the fields. So it looks correct now. Here we have one missing. For this one, we'll take item description. Correct. This is also fixed. Here we have a 15 second number. This one. This is 1, 2. Okay, what we'll do, we'll select it this way, group into row. So this will be also fixed. Okay. Now for the second one, again, we'll select this way. Got it. Group into row. For this one, this is third one. $20 number. This one we'll consider as a quantity. Delete. Consider as a quantity. Confirm. Let's take it this way. Group. And done. Okay. So basically in your real project, you need to like start doing the annotations and then you need to increase that. So for now it shows that 80%, which is good. And now you can move ahead with the other sections like measure, publish and monitor. Let's go to the main here and let's wait for the updated score. You will see some recommendations which says that currency, which is empty fields, this can be removed. So if you want to remove, you will click on that and you can remove this. If this is not needed, the classification field, you can remove it. You can save it. Go back. Now it says that upload more documents that include vendor address, billing name, and two more. Currently, no more documents with these fields are available. So for vendor address and billing name. So it seems vendor address, we don't have any documents for the vendor address. Let's see. Okay, this is the vendor address, right? So we already have 30 documents. Let's see if we have deleted that or not. So we already have this vendor address, but I don't know why it's again asking for this. This is also vendor address. Everywhere you, okay, there is some mistake here. You need to like verify all these documents. So these are not highlighted here. We need to mark it till this and say this is vendor address. Okay, vendor name, this one, invoice number, again not fetched from here, so we'll select invoice number. Purchase order number, I will take it from here. Purchase order number. Net amount is not available. We can take subtotal as a net amount. Let's see from the other documents what is the net amount, which is 946, correct. Let's go to this one, and which is not validated here. It says that. Okay, it looks correct here now. Go to table. Oh, see, there is some issue here. We need to select this, group into row. This one, group into row. This one, take it item quantity. For this one, select the row, group into row. For this one, group into row. We'll take this invoice item quantity. Now this is fixed. These are missings. So you see here line amount is missing. For each you see line amount is missing. For this one we'll take this item line amount. So we have to do one by one for all this. Done. So this way you need to basically update that. For now, what I will do, I will go with 80% score, which is good now. You have to increase it in your actual project. Now we'll move further to the major tab. From the major tab, you can check the overall status of your project currently, which is good, and the project score is 80. You can check the area with the improvements. You see the factors, data sets, and metrics. From the factors, you can see the recommendations like data set, which says that excellent. For trained model performance, which is good. This is average because underperforming fields, the lowest performing 20% of fields have an average accuracy of 54%. Here there is a issue. For this, it says that upload more documents for which includes vendor address and billing name and two more. Means you remember there was few documents where vendor address, billing name, which was not annotated properly. So we'll have to fix that by annotating that, by labeling that fields. Now go to the data set, and now here it says that the total page is 71. So 10 to 50 annotated page suggested one for the data set size. Currently it's 71, which is good. So annotated pages is 71. So each invoice number has like 2 to 3 pages. We uploaded 30 invoice documents. So somewhere it has one pages of document, somewhere two. So based on that, it says that total 71, and we annotated 71. Here you see the base model, number of languages. You can customize the model from the matrix. You can see the for the vendor name. You can verify from here which one is giving us the poor rating. So for the vendor address and billing name and billing address, which is a poor, you need to look into that document and you need to fix those three fields. You need to label those fields. You need to annotate these fields. Same way where you can see excellent, this is correct. But somewhere you see poor, there you need to fix it. So unit price and quantity and these three that you need to fix. You can see the matrix from here. You can download the advanced matrix from here. You can see the data sets and the factors. Now go to publish. Once your model is trained and ready, then you can move to the publish tab where you can create, manage and deploy the version of your document understanding project. You see two tabs in the publish sections, project version and export model training dataset. From the project version, you can create a project version. Click on that. You need to enter here. So I will say invoice, and then I'll say the vendor name Bioplex, and then I will say this is a version 1 Bioplex data extraction. This is my description. Here you need to select the model that you are going to create. So we have created a model invoices, which is actually a document type, and from here you can select a deployment tag currently which is disabled. You can only add the tag once project is deployed. You see, only deployed project version can be tagged, and it will have the none, stage and production. So if you want to deploy that in the production, you can make it production, and if this is for development, you can set it stage. Let's create this, and now here you can access that created version. You see the list of all the versions here. Once you'll create, if you'll create one more time, let's say you will make some changes in your training data, somewhere you annotated, you will go and create another version. You will say invoice Bioplex, and then I will say version 2, correct? I'll select the model and I'll create. So this way you see the version 1 and version 2. You can maintain the version from here. Now which version do you want to deploy? So let's say first this you want to deploy and you want to use that in your process. So you can just click on this. So deployed status, this deployed status, which is we just set it to on, you can off it anytime. So this is status is trained and this is undeployed. Once you set it on, it will be deployed this way. This is deploying and deployed, undeployed, deploying and deployed this way. Later on, so you thought like, okay, I want to use this one, so you can deploy this one. So now we'll have both the versions available. I can undeploy this one. I can just use the latest one. You can also edit this version. You can delete this version. Only the deployed version can have the tag, deployment tag. So see, we have the base model this and document type this and the version 24.10. Now the deployment tag, you can change it from none to staging or production. I will set it for now staging. Okay, so deployment tag, you can access it from here, the project version name, and this is the project version and the status which is deployed. Now, once the package, this model is deployed, you get two options to use the model. First, integrate via API. So you can call API to use this model. Second, open Studio Desktop. We have an option to open this Studio Web. So you can launch the Studio Desktop and you can use that. You can consume this model in your project. I will show you this, but for now, let's go to the other tab, which is called Export Model Training Dataset, which allow you to export the annotated training data. You can click on Export Data. You can select the document type. You can select the version that for that you want to export the training data, and you can export that. Once you'll export that, it will create basically a package here, and then that package will have the all the documents that you have uploaded for the training, and the training file, those images, those a complete data set will be there. Now from here, currently it says that not started. Let's wait for that. This is useful if you want to reuse the data set in another project, or if you want to share this data set with your team member. Now, once this is ready to export, you'll see that option is now gone. And now you'll see the three dot here. Click on that, and now you can download those files. So it can take time because we have 30 documents. So based on the samples, based on the documents you have, it will take some time to download that. And you will able to download that locally. And you see this has been downloaded. In this one, you can see one folder for images, second for latest. In the images, you see all the PDF and then all the invoices, like 30 invoices you will see. And for each, we have a separate JPG file. So if this has one page, you will see one image. If this has two pages, you will see two you know JPG file. If it has three, it will see the three, like that. Go back, now you will see the latest, which has the JSON file for each PDFs. And this JSON file contains all the details related to that one. You see subset, train, batch, document tabs, this one, all these details here. And this is the metadata, this is a schema. So we have extractions, which has the fields like name, vendor address, billing name, billing address, all those extraction fields we can access it from here. This can be used. Okay, now go to monitor tab. In this page, you can keep track of how your model and automations are performing after deployment. We have two tabs, project performance, which is in the review, and the second, processed documents. Here you can see how the model is performing, how accurate it is, and how many documents it is actually helping us process efficiently. However, to see this, we must have UiPath Insights enabled. And without UiPath Insights service, the dashboard cannot fetch or show real data. And to fix it, we need to go to the admin and then tenant and then service, and you need to enable the UiPath Insights service. Here you'll see the dashboards. The second tab, which is process document, where you can see the processed document details. Now, let me show you how we can access the deployed projects in the UiPath Studio. For that, let's go to the publish and we can open this in the studio. So instead of opening a separate, I will open the existing Due project. So as we have created this as extraction model, so we'll call that extractors here in the data extraction scope. So let's say I want to extract those fields like vendor name, vendor address, billing address, invoice date, invoice number, and table data. Then we'll go to this data extraction. And before that, we need to set up all these things like taxonomy manager, load text, taxonomy, digitize, and classify documents. So here in the data extraction scope, we'll search for an activity called document understanding project extractor. This one. We'll drag and drop here. We'll close this, and from here you will see we need to enter three options: project, version, and tag. Project will select it from here, which is invoiced data extractions. If you're not getting that, you need to refresh it. And then if it is connected with, if your studio is connected with your automation cloud, you can access it. So this is the project that we have just now created. And then version. So which version I want to access? I want to access the second version. So I will select that, which is deployed. Now that we need to choose the tag. Tag is staging. Okay, so I'll go with version 2. It's not allowing me to choose the other one. I don't know why. Now we'll configure the extractor, and then you see currently we are not getting an option here. What we can do, we'll click on the settings this here, and then now here we have an option to click on get capabilities. We will click on get capabilities. Okay, now once we'll do that, you see there's a NA options out here. So we'll click on that. Once we click on that, it will allow you to select from the drop down. So we need to complete the mapping for each fields. So invoice number. So in our project, we have the extraction field that is invoice hyphen number NO. For the invoice date, we have date. For issued to, billing name, total amount that will take as a total, right? And then we'll save it. Okay, and this way you can extract the data from that invoice. I hope you learned how to work with the modern project. Thank you so much for watching.